So here is the latest episode of the Chronicles of George. This is kind of a long one, so you might want to get a refreshing beverage or a snack. Miss Sassy and I started talking in the inbox yesterday at 1:05 p.m. So just know that this kind of spanned her workday. So it is a little long, so get ready. I'm calling this one Messy Mistress Makes Mayhem. Messy Mistress Makes Mayhem. Gotta throw in the alliteration. Okay, so this is what Miss Sassy says. Just letting you know that it's about to get super messy. I was in Boss Man's office and he gets on FaceTime with Dee Dee. Remember, if you guys have not caught up, Dee Dee is the middle daughter's wife. Okay, so Mr. Bossman gets on FaceTime with Dee Dee. Apparently, Goldie the Golddigger, Mr. Fabulous says to call her Synthetic Sally, has been riding by George's house with two of her hood rat friends. I heard Dee Dee say, I'm going over there today, and I promise you those bees won't be back tomorrow. And my boss is telling her to basically chill and stay home. Mr. Keep the peace. But Dee Dee is not listening. Let's see how this goes down. So then I tell Miss Sassy, I got the popcorn ready. I was waiting in anticipation because I didn't want to tell y'all this without some more details. Okay, so Miss Sassy, it's about 4 p.m. here. My boss appears to be headed to George's house in a hurry. He just yelled at me and Mr. Fabulous. He told me, if you're done downstairs, sit at Miss M's desk and answer the phone. Miss M went to Atlantic City with Mr. M and some people from their church, and they won't be back until Sunday night. He told Mr. Fabulous, stop ordering that cheap crap from Amazon. The money is there to buy quality items, so get them. He just ran out. Mr. Fabulous just stared at him leave, and when the door closed, he was like, ew, I wish I could go. I hope he calls. Kyle asked, what's going on? He was about to leave, but Mr. Fabulous gave him all the tea. So at this particular point, if we are in a sitcom, imagine the scene. They are in the office. Mr. Bossman, aka Michael, is in a huff. He's leaving. He starts throwing out orders. Imagine the facial expression on Mr. Fabulous. And then Kyle walks in looking clueless, but being nosy. So this is where we are. Remember also that this is happening real time and is taking place at a funeral home. And these people do actually work. Okay, so this is Miss Sassy. Okay, now a hospital morgue called and asked when I'm going to pick up a newly expired person who we thought was going to another funeral home. I guess it didn't work out. It's weird for them to call like this. I wonder what the issue is. I have to get over there. So I had to call my boss and tell him that I need to leave. He's driving and his hands are free, but still he just yelled, damn it. Where's Kyle? I said he was on his way out the door. He told me to ask him to stay a little bit. So I thought Kyle would protest, but he just put his stuff down and laughed and said, no problem. I want to see how this plays out. I'm like, damn, Mr. Fabulous got you too. So now Kyle is invested. Kyle doesn't mind staying longer at work because he wants to know what is going on. Okay, so this part of the story is a tangent, but like Miss Sassy says, this is probably going to be a story within a story. And if she gives me more details, I will go ahead and flesh it out for you. So this is what Miss Sassy says. This guy I picked up from the morgue. This guy I picked up is probably going to be a story within a story. It involves a Black man who has expired relatively young, multiple baby mamas who are beefing, and his family doesn't like any of them. And of course, an enabling mother who thinks her baby boy was an innocent victim. For context, it was one of the baby's mamas who called our funeral home and pretended to be a biological family member and said they would be using another home's services and canceled the appointment to meet up and discuss costs and options. Then she made arrangements at another funeral home claiming to be his wife. They were going to pick him up, but when it came to sign off as next of kin at the hospital, she obviously couldn't prove she was his wife or next of kin. Just a whole lot of mess. And so he is kind of yikes, just saying. But we have been told by the family that only his mom has the authority to make decisions, which makes it way easier for us for now. His aunt said he's got at least 5 crazy baby mamas and they all hate each other. So like I said, this is a tangent. This is just part of the sitcom where, there's some action and we're showing that these people actually do work. That's why I said we can't make this up. There's no way that I'm making all of this up. Okay, back to the messy mayhem that's been caused by the mistress. Whew. Okay, when I finally got back and saw Kyle, he said, I just miss our boss. But the interesting thing about Kyle, he's George and Evelyn's middle daughter's age. They kind of grew up together. They call each other cousins dozens. Don't know what that means. Kyle said Dee Dee came out of George's house when she saw Goldie and her friends. Dee Dee had a baseball bat. She told what she calls the aging ratchet squad to not set one toe on the property. Goldie asked where George was at. Obviously not there. Goldie thought Dee Dee was lying and George was in the house hiding. Then Goldie said if George didn't come out, she was going to come back tonight and burn down the house. Then our boss pulls up. I swear, this story is definitely a screenplay. Okay, then our boss pulls up and tells Dee Dee to go back inside. Middle daughter is now watching from the window, so she's peeking out. Goldie and our boss are arguing. All she heard was our boss say something like, I don't know you. I never met you. George is family to me. How important of a person to him do you think you are if you never met his loved ones? Eventually, Goldie left. Kyle said he's going to check on the middle daughter and Dee Dee when he leaves, which is soon. I don't think our boss is coming back tonight. This storyline is crazy. It's amazing. And obviously, you guys keep telling me that this needs to be some kind of series, some kind of animated series, because the storyline is writing itself. It is writing itself and is playing out real time. We got employees. We got the scene at the house. We have the tangential characters making it happen. We're still wondering what is going on with George and his mom. Is he okay? Is he coming to grips with his situation? How's his mom doing? We still need to hear what's going on with Evelyn. How's the piano? I don't know how the piano is. There's so much that still needs to be sussed out. And I don't know what season we are in our series and who's going to create it for me. I don't know. And who's going to finance this? I don't know that either. But obviously, we got the screenplay, we have the characters, we have the settings because we got the funeral home. Yeah, we got it all. So you guys go ahead, let me know what you think. I know this was a long one. Thank you for sticking around with me for this long. Like, comment, and share this playlist.